Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So this is Chris from Cypher Sigma Screen Time, and yes, this is my new Talking Toys channel. So I've done something like this before, and I thought I'd start this up again because I've only been doing one video a week. I thought this would be two, so we do pick up on Tuesday and then do talking about stuff on Friday. So see if I can get people involved, and we will see. So nostalgia, as you would see in the picture and the thumbnail, is essentially a set of toys that I have. Now, most of these are Transformers that I've had. Hotspot, I believe this is, as you can tell. I mean, this is like 35 years old. I believe the ladder is mostly, okay, that's clips off and dirty, but all three bits of the ladder are there. Oh, it's snapped off the second section, so it's not complete. I thought it was quite good condition, obviously, because of that. It's not the greatest, but still a good Transformer back in the day. Obviously, I have a few other Transformers, and obviously my kind of pride and joy from my childhood, because I gave a lot of my toys away. Didn't know I would collect it in later life, and obviously this is Raph, and I'm a big fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, which is what this figure is from. So nostalgia, why am I talking about nostalgia? So it's all on the whole kind of basis of why do you collect, and kind of how nostalgia has an impact. Now, I've found, going from the day that as a collection, as you start earlier on and as you start working up, I have collected a lot of stuff that I already owned, to bring back those memories of nostalgia, because I kind of want to reclaim your youth. Because as a person, as we all are, with a child, you're always trying to grow up. You see what adults have and money and everything else, and you want that, and you don't realize everything else that comes with it. So you're always trying to grow up because you're limited in what you can do. Then once you're an adult, you realize how easy you have it quite a lot as kids. You know, you don't have to pay bills and work and anything else. You know, and your parents will essentially look after you and guide you in life and try and get you what you can. Whether that be, you know, toys, whatever, across the board. And these will always create memories for you. And that's what I have for me. There is a lot of stuff. There's some stuff I haven't collected. Obviously, with size and space, it does limit you. That every collector will know. Space always becomes an issue now, no matter how much you have. But the reason why I kept these, and these are the few things for, I'm not sure why I didn't give them away, but they're just little fond memories that I have of my childhood and of these Transformers. Obviously, I used to be a very big Transformers as a kid, and obviously growing up, and when I started to kind of get back into collecting, that was where my first love came into it. And then obviously I went back to other stuff. And nostalgia plays such a massive part of that. I say I'd like to have mostly everything I had as a kid. There are a few things, like I had Ecto-1, because it's a vehicle, because it's so bulky. I don't want that in my collection. I don't have the space for it. I'm not as big of a Ghostbusters fan now as I was back then. Obviously, I do have the Ghostbusters reissues, and I don't mind with reissues, because at the end of the day, holding it in my hand and playing with it reminds me of what I was like as playing it as a kid, regardless of if it's damaged or not. I don't mind some toys if they're a little bit damaged and missing stickers and stuff like this, because it's been played with, and I think that's what toys very much are. Even though my collection, I play with them a little bit, put them away, and then I get them out from time to time, but not a lot as I would do, because as an adult, you just don't have that time. But as I say, nostalgia is kind of the big driving force for me. It is finding those items that remind me of, or finding stuff from cartoons that I didn't know existed, because whatever country you come from, I come from the UK. Obviously, there are a lot of toys that I would have watched, or cartoons from toys that I would have watched on TV, and the toys never came over here. Or you discover them like in humanoids. Now I have Tendril, obviously was very expensive, never really came over here, always hard to find. That was a big grail piece of mine. Obviously Power Rangers, never had any of them. I have most of the Power Ranger toys from most of the waves. Little bits like this, filling in collections. Dino Riders, love them, didn't really come across them, obviously quite hard to find, and collected bits there. And kind of this is always kind of my goal. My goal is always kind of nostalgia. And the reason why I bring up nostalgia is because you have this link, like you have the link from nostalgia as a child to an adult. And obviously one day, I hope when I have kids, that I can sit there and I can watch the cartoons of these toys, sit there and then go, you know, like, Dad, oh, I really like Optimus Prime. I'm like, well, buy him a new Optimus Prime, buy him a second-hand old one, or if I don't mind, go, well, here's my one, why don't you play with it? You know, have the same kind of links I did, or probably not, because obviously I did, my parents got divorced when I was very young, remarried when I was a little bit older. My dad, for obvious reasons, being in the army, wasn't around too much, so I didn't have much of that childhood, and there was limited funds for a period of that time, so I didn't get everything I want. Um, I never felt like I was outdone by, hard done by, not outdone by, but but for me, and I kind of I enjoy those memories. They're a big part of me, and I want to kind of replicate that in my children. And I think that is a good way to be. Um, so yeah. So if you're watching this channel, if nostalgia is a big thing for you, please do share your thoughts, memories, even if it was like a story, or remember, maybe playing with one of your parents and they got you a figure, or you'd had a good day or something, you've gone to the toy store and they got you this. If you feel you want to share that in the comments, I'd love to read your comments and know what nostalgia has inspired you for toy collecting. Anyway, I've been Chris from Sci Sigma Toys. Thank you very much for watching this episode 2 of Talking Toys. And I'll be back next week with a new video. I'll definitely see you in the next one.